The symbol of the new power in Gaza, the green Hamas flag dusts the winds in the West Bank because it's hidden between the hills of the Kober village. After last week's chaos in Gaza, Hamas leaders face threats and prefer to remain undercover. It took us several days to earn their trust until finally one member invited us to his home. A former Minister of Labour, Muhammad Barghouti, lost his job with the creation of the new emergency government. He has now decided to start a safer career as a schoolmaster in the village.
There is no excuse for what's happened in Gaza when Palestinians are killing Palestinians. Yes, there was violence from Hamas militants towards Fatah, but Fatah killed Hamas in Gaza as well. As a result, the whole Palestinian nation was weakened in front of the Israeli enemy.
He wants a single Palestinian state run by both Fatah and Hamas, a highly unlikely prospect. The Hamas movement has largely collapsed here. They have gathered over 60% votes in last year's elections, but today, in Ramallah, Hamas supporters are nowhere to be found. They have all disappeared, says this man who runs a barber shop in the building of former Hamas headquarters. They have put Palestine 50 years back, they say, about the takeover in Gaza, and there's no place for them in the West Bank. But Hamas aren't the only ones in hiding. Hundreds of Fatah militants who fled Gaza are now in Ramallah, and among their supporters they're supposed to feel safe, but instead they say they're strangers in their own home. Militants aren't welcomed here.
These Fatah are the ones to blame for the situation in Gaza. They don't represent the movement.
In Ramallah's outskirts, the hotels have been filled with men fleeing their homes in Gaza. They agreed to tell us their story, but fearing Hamas did not want to show their faces.
We feel like refugees. Like in 1948, Palestinian people left their homes and their families because of Israel. But we left because of our own brothers, the Palestinians.
Some Fatah members saw their families murdered in front of them, he says. He left his 9-month-old daughter and pregnant wife for their own safety, but adds he's determined to come back. But as long as Hamas remains in power, for him, Gaza is out of bounds. The rift between Palestine's Gaza and the West Bank widens every day, but the people here continue to look to the same flag and hope for just one state. Anastasia Khairulina, Russia Today, Ramallah, West Bank.